Today, we're going to be talking about a woman that started an OF account and found out that her stepdad was her top donator. Tay Madison from Newcastle, Australia, is top 0.3% in OF. She went on TikTok telling her story of how she started an OF account and had a big supporter from the beginning. This guy spent up to $2,000 on her and was asking for pretty specific content.
So when I first started my website, I had this customer who was my number one customer, bought every single thing that I sent him. He was pretty much a follower since the beginning. We would talk every day. He made custom requests, very, very specific things, and he also had a very specific username on the website. 2 months in, this person had spent around 2,000 Australian dollars on the site, and I had someone view my TikTok page with the exact same username, and underneath that it said "from your contacts." I went absolutely mental trying to figure out who this person was from my contacts. I narrowed it down to 6 people, and one of them was my stepdad. I went with my gut feeling and I messaged the website account and I said, I know who this is, and within 2 minutes got a text from my stepdad saying, "Hey Tay, can we talk?"
Can you imagine starting an OF account and find out that your stepdad has been your top supporter for it the whole time? Jesus. Now, I understand like wanting your family to support you, but I feel like this is a little too far. Crazy is how well some people can wear the mask. This man raised her from the age of 11. It is so creepy and such predatory behavior to have raised somebody and then be purchasing their OF content and asking them to do specific things. He probably somehow justified it with, well, I'm her biggest supporter and we're not really related. Buddy, you raised her since she was 11. That's creepy as hell. And really gives me some of the pedo red flags. Maybe in some warped morality world, this could be justified in the sense that if he just got with her mom and they haven't been married that long, and he found out about this OnlyFans account and started supporting her, it could have been looked at as like some weird fantasy, because there's a lot of those fantasies that are on a bunch of these websites that people go to watch these specific fantasies be played out. It's a fairly popular one, the stepdad scenario or stepsister, stepbro. That's all a fantasy that I think a lot of people are interested in on certain said websites. But since he raised her since she was 11, that's what's given me some of these alarming red flags.
My stepdad was my top subscriber on my naughty website. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Oh, stepdad fantasy, could have made content from it, blah, blah, blah. This man had been in my life since I was 11 years old and spent $2,000 on custom content, every single video that I sent out. When I caught him, he denied it to all of his friends, and obviously my mum got rid of him straight away. But yeah, if you want to talk about family trauma, my stepdad watched me have sex with my partner for 2 months.
Now, she is smiling and laughing here, but I know if I was in that situation, I would be smiling and laughing too, because that's how I tend to handle with pain. And I don't know this girl, but I'm sure she is going through some emotional turmoil, and having to find out that somebody that raised you and you thought cared about you is secretly your top OF fan. Definitely disturbing, and it has to have some emotional traumatic effects on the psychology and the emotions. So my heart goes out to her, and I hope the emotional pain, the emotional turmoil isn't too much on her. Now, as she said, he was asking for custom requests. These are some of the requests he was asking for.
Here is the custom content that my stepdad was requesting on my naughty site. Like I said in a previous video, we messaged every single day on the website, and he would make requests almost every single day. One of them was to see the underwear that I was wearing every day. At the time, I was working still, so I was out of the house 5 days a week, and he would ask for pictures in the bathroom or the change rooms of wherever I was. He also requested that when I was filming solo content at home, that I would not do it in the bathroom or in the shower. He always wanted it to be on my bed or on the floor of my bedroom, which, mind you, he had access to this room every single day. He also was helping out do the washing at home with said underwear. I actually have here a little notebook from the time, and it says the name of the username, change room / public stuff that he was wanting.
So he wanted her to always do it on the bed or on the bedroom floor. It leads me to believe that he might have been going in there after she was gone and possibly doing some disgusting things, as well as doing disgusting things with her underwear, because she said that he was washing the clothes in the house as well. It's crazy to me that he was messaging her every single day. This man obviously had some kind of sick fantasy with her, and he was trying to reach his fantasy goal, one could say. She then goes on to talk about how he tricked her into rating his junk.
I gave my stepdad a rating. If you have been following along my TikToks, my stepdad was subscribed to my spicy website, and we talked every single day. And one time when I was doing a promo for a $10 rating, he sent back a pic and I rated it for him. When all of this came to light and my mum wanted, I guess, a little bit more confirmation and closure that it was him, my mum asked me to send her a screenshot, which I did, and her response was, "Yep, that's him, small." This has to be one of the most mortifying things that has ever happened in my life.
That's absolutely disgusting. Shout out to the mom for being a good mom. I do feel like there are moms out there that still wouldn't care in this situation. I know it might be hard to believe, but out of all the topics I've covered, there is always people that are willing to still side with who they love in order to save the marriage. They'll often choose their partner over their own children sometimes. So shout out to the mom for standing up for your daughter. It's good to see that she has a good mom. And can we take a moment to look at this comment where this person says there's a difference between looking at people and buying their sexual content? It's crazy how people can miss the point. Like, the whole point of this is that it's her stepdad that has raised her since she was 11, and he's buying content from her. And they live in the same house. They grew up together. She grew up with him. People are so dumb sometimes. I do want to say shout out to some of the commenters here that said, "You didn't ruin your mom's marriage, though. He did." I think it's important to look at it that way. You definitely did not do anything wrong here. It was all him, and it's not your fault. It's important to not take the blame in situations like this, so that way you can heal properly. I feel like I'm not a doctor, but that's just how I feel. And shout out to this commenter. I feel like this is spot on. That means he's been looking at you that way since day one. A warning to all mothers here for sure. And possibly out there for some of you mothers, this could be a eye-opener for you. You'd never really know somebody. You may be in love. You may be infatuated with somebody. You may feel that lust, but understand that you bring a man around your kids, or even a man bringing a woman around his kids. Like, you don't know these people that well, so it's okay to put your guard down, but always be aware they could be someone with ill intentions. I'm just happy that it didn't get worse than this. I feel like it could have escalated a lot more, especially if he kept indulging in his fantasies in his head, which could eventually been played out into some kind of horrible scenario that would have resulted in somebody getting hurt. Anyways, I thought this was an interesting topic. Definitely a bizarre and creepy, icky one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it kind of opened your eye up a little bit to some of the things that are going on out there. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you want more content like this. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this whole situation, this weird, bizarre situation. And if you want to support more content like this, consider becoming a Patreon and get your name at the end of my videos and some other cool benefits. Check it out. The link for that's in the description. And I'm live every day at 5 p.m. EST on Facebook. Come over there and check me out. We can talk about whatever you want. Say hello. Tell me you're from YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next video.